Hi, it's Christian from Berlin again. And before I go on with the minor blues scale, I saw that there's a huge misunderstanding on the internet about what minor blues scale, major blues scale, minor blues and major blues is. And I have to clarify that before. So now I'm showing you the major blues scale on C, in case you didn't know there is one. Enjoy! So first of all, let's have a look at the major blues scale. First I play it as a sound, a bit faster. Let's have a look. Thumb goes on the C, second finger goes on the D, third finger goes on the E flat, first finger sets under on the E, second finger goes on the G, third finger on the A. If you want to go on, you set the finger under and start from new, from here. If you want to return, take the fifth finger on the C, and we go back, third finger A, second finger G, first finger E, third finger sets over to the E flat, second on the D, and first on C. It actually lies very good in the hand, and more than actually the minor blues scale. Now, so what about the sound? Where's the difference in sound? Minor blues scale, major blues scale. Do you feel a difference? It's happier. The major blues scale is a happier sound. And so it takes a lot place in the happy sections or happy relatives of blues music, meaning boogie woogie in New Orleans. And you know what? These notes, we're excluding this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Second, major, third, 5, and 6. You know what? This is the major pentatonic of Germany for German folk music. And you know what? It's also the pentatonic for the British and for the Irish. You know? Here we go. The melody is perfect for this. It's the major pentatonic that is coming from Europe and find its way probably, maybe with the settlers. Why is it happier? What makes it happy? Well, of course, the major third is happier than the minor third. Like the minor 6 is the sad. And so on. So, can you hear now the happiness as I oppose it to the minor 6? This is a lick I showed you in one of my videos. Let's have a look at this. 6. Major third. No blues scale at all. It has two different sounds. What do we do with it? Is it like, do we have to keep them separate each and be very careful not to mix them? Not at all. I regard this more as a dialect in each. You can have the pure stuff like in really traditional blues, and you have mixtures. I'll show you, for example, let's take a New Orleans thing by Professor Long Hair, like a lick. This is totally the major blues scale. Have you seen the rest? So, shouldn't the boss say, well, young man, it's either that or? No, we are in the realm of music, of creative freedom. As long as it sounds good, we do anything for it. When do you know in what piece for the improvisation does fit the major blues scale or the minor blues scale? And I can tell from my own experience. Like I play sometimes with a trio, and they play, it's called country blues. And this actually needs your ear and in this case also experience. Sometimes this would not work, sometimes it does. And I open up with a sound. And we are. And then major blues scale. So it's our I like to think of it as a dialect, let's say, or a French man speaking German. I like the sound. It's a nice sound. And I had a girlfriend, and she was from the US, yes, but still had this American accent, and I loved it. It was großartig Klang, and so that's how you should regard this as a sound mix. And you know, when you take New Orleans. This is a rumba bass. It's a rumba bass. It comes from a completely different part of the world. And especially in New Orleans, what about the tension notes I showed you in the minor blues scale? You remember accentuating the tension notes? You see, here, for example, I play the major third and I accentuate the minor third. What in the previous example did not sound good. Here it sounds good. I didn't prepare this order. It just happened. You know, this is nice tension here. Are there any tension notes here? Well, you could say they're not as strong because they're not really tense. This something like the flat 5. We don't have that in the major blues scale. We have the minor third. The major third is not really tension note. The 5th, neither. And the 6th, a little bit, but only a little bit. By far not as much as the minor 7. It wants to go here. Oh, the minor 7 is responsible for the tension to go to the subdominant. You see? It wants to go here to the major third of the subdominant. The 6th, yeah, actually has a little tension to go here, a little bit. Can you hear this little tension? But actually, it goes far more often actually up than down. So there's a field for experimenting for you with this sound. This is enough for today, for the major blues scale. You know, I'm coming back, I'm merciless. So you might think, that's cool. So for scale kind playing, meaning really like a scale up and down, that applies, but my beloved licks are untouched. That is wrong. The scale notes represent in all of your improvisation the notes you are allowed to play, or meaning allowed that definitely sound good. It doesn't matter if these notes are in scale, actually scales, or in licks. And I'll give you examples for that. Let's say I establish a minor blues scale sound. Well, this is a popular, one of the most popular licks. And did you see it sound a bit funny, no? Funny in the sense of bad. So you have this sound now. You are sort of you have got the temperature of that song, and if you want to change suddenly, can you feel? Can you hear it? So that is actually quite tricky. Quite tricky. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't work. It really depends if you already established a mixture of both. For example, this major sixth is very important in playing this line, which is a very popular line. And I go on with the minor blues scale. This is a drone lick. Don't go into depth with this one, but this is also just minor blues scale notes. So, but I can play this drone lick also with a major blues scale notes. You see, this time it fitted. It really depends also on the context, but it's not automatic that you can play everything on everything. Do I know another example? No, I think this video is getting very long again. Damn. So you see, I gave you a couple of examples and gave you hopefully some knowledge to which is what and which comes from where, and a bit of insight in how to mix it. Okay. I wouldn't feel quite happy with this sudden white wine over red wine. Try yourself. I wish you a lot of fun. And yes, this is something I still want to explain because it's confusing to many. We have a minor blues, but what does a minor blues mean? Because I can tell sometimes that people think the minor blues scale belongs to the minor blues. That is not true. The words are really confusing here. A minor blues is actually where Do you know the song Unchain My Heart? Dun, 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 dun. Da 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 da, bam 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 bam. And ba da doo doo. That was a minor blues. All three steps, like the tonic, subdominant, and dominant, with slight variations on the dominant. I think this can be sometimes in major, but the tonic is a minor chord. The minor blues scale is independent of if it's a minor blues or a major blues. I show you. Minor blues. F minor. It's all minor. Okay? I keep now the minor blues scale over the major blues. Here. Well, that's what we had anyway just before. That's the normal case, because it's far more often the major blues scale, the major blues, but we play the minor blues scale. So this is not connected. And then of course we play the major blues scale also over the major blues. Yeah? The only thing that is forbidden is play a minor blues with the major blues scale. That goes directly back to Amazon. Don't open it even. Well, I opened it briefly. The Pandora's box. That would sound like... Oh, yay, yay, yay. Oh, yeah, let me torture you a little bit. Unchain my heart, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely unchaining any heart. I hope I could clarify a couple of misunderstandings, and it was a pleasure again. I hope you learned, and see you next time. And next time it's gonna be the jumps that I promised. It's this week. This week, and don't worry if in between I put some Christmas tutorials. Gotta do this. This just the time, but you get your second, at least one more scale video this week. Bye bye from Berlin, wherever you are. I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. And now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.